It's that time of the year where you're trying to get yourself in the zone. You don't know what's going on. The weather's not so great. It's a cold Sunday night, but you're listening to BBC Three Counties Radio. It's all about the music, the good conversation. That's what the Edward Adoo show is all about. And great to kick off the show with that tonight. Bob Marley and the Wailers, Could You Be Loved? So, hope you've had a good week. Hope you're settled into the new year properly, and you're kind of adhering to the New Year's resolutions. I know I'm not. I said that I'm going to lay off sweets and chocolates, and I found myself eating like lots of jelly babies today. That's not a good thing. Anyway, let me tell you what's coming up on the show tonight. I'm going to be talking to a man from Milton Keynes who wants to set up a disabled dating agency. He tried to get on the show, you know, the TV show on Channel 4, The Undateables, and he wrote a book on his struggles to find love and growing up with cerebral palsy. He's going to be joining me live in the studio. I want to find out more about him. He's an inspirational guy. And ever wanted to know what... And on social media, you can find us at BBC 3CR. Love the sound of this guy. His name is Sam Henshaw. He's a singer-songwriter and a record producer. And he's supported or handpicked by James Bay for tour support. Can you believe that? And he's been supported by our colleagues at Radio 1 as well. And that's his track, Our Love, on BBC Three Counties Radio. It's the Edward Adoo Show. I'm with you till 10. If you're a new listener, this is what we do every Sunday here on BBC Three Counties Radio. Now, a man from MK, Milton Keynes, who suffers from cerebral palsy with restricted sight, has wrote his first book. Nathan Edwards tried to get on Channel 4's programme The Undateables, and he's still looking for love. And pleased to say we can speak to Nathan now about his troubled childhood, charity work, and life as a budding musician. Nathan, thank you very much.
Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing? You all good?
I'm good.
Brilliant. You know, talk about your book. I'm holding your book. It's fascinating. But I want to start off by asking, what was life like for you with cerebral palsy?
It was a struggle. It was hard, very difficult to understand the world because I was so blocked out from everything, not knowing why I had this, why I was different from everybody else.
And you say blocked out, and can you kind of describe how you felt by being blocked out?
I was very sort of secluded from the rest of the world. I didn't understand why, I was walking different, I looked different. No one explained around me what was going on. I just thought, this was a normal life to live. The life that I was living was normal. And
not even like your mum or other relatives, no one had that conversation or explained anything to you?
Nope.
Why is that? Why was that?
I have no idea. I had to go to school for them to explain to me why I couldn't be in the football team, why I couldn't, do certain exams. They had to explain to me, look, you're not going to achieve what other people are going to achieve because you have things setting you back.
Did you ever have this conversation with your mum or your relative and say, listen, I've been told by the school, but why didn't you tell me?
Yes, I tried several times to talk to my mum and sit her down, but she never wanted to talk about it. She always used to say, not now. We're not talking about this. Or she'd never talk to me.
Why do you think that she said that?
She didn't want to deal with me. She didn't want to be my mother. I felt like I reminded her of things that upset her, that made her go into a dark place. And having me there every day just made her feel terrible. And she just didn't want to communicate with me. She just did not want to answer my questions. And even now I've tried to find out why.
What impact did that have on you? Did it affect the relationship that you had with your mum?
Yep. We could not be in the same room. I have grown to resent her, to be very sort of hateful towards my friends for having parents, to be very bitter towards even because I have two younger siblings.
Yeah.
That she's being a mum to them and not to me.
And it's hard. I mean, I'm trying to put yourself in your position. And, my relationship with my mum is very strong. My mum is always supportive. And if things go wrong, you do have a conversation. And sometimes I say to her, look, that wasn't right, or I think you need to support. But you needed that support.
Yep. She was not forthcoming with a lot of things. She was always at work. And then because I lived with my grandma, she'd come home and she'd just go in the back room and say to my nan, "You deal with him."
Wow.
So my grandparents were the people that stepped in, and they were the people that were parents until they passed away.
Sorry to hear that. At any point, did you have a follow-up with your mum and to say, well, look, we need to address this. We need to discuss this.
No. I'll tell you something, Ed. At my grandparents' funeral, both of their funerals, you know when they go up and speak to give a eulogy or go and talk?
Yeah.
I was prevented from talking.
No.
They didn't let me talk.
Why?
Because they knew a lot of truth would be said on that day, and I was refused. I wasn't even in the program. You know the program that they have?
Yes, of course, yes.
Of the pictures of the grandchildren? I was taken out.
And then no one from your family defended and said, listen, you've got to be included with this.
No, my mum has control.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about it from a kind of, it's not negative, it's what happened. How do you manage to turn things around and make things positive?
It's that negative energy. I just turn it into positive energy. I just saw things to do that became positive in my life. So I had the music. I found things to make me happy.
So music kept you.
Music kept me going.
Yeah. And what kind of music do you like?
Hip hop, reggae, garage, grime. Yeah.
And what track would you listen to that would put a smile on your face and get you away from all the troubles and thinking about the relationship that you've got with your mum?
There's so many, Ed. There's so many songs. I can't put it on one, but there's so many.
Give me two.
Give me two. Give me two. Definitely two.
Yeah.
Three Little Birds, Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Nas, It's Not Hard to Tell.
Okay. I'll let you have a third one.
I know you're going to tell me. Let me have a third one. Kano, P's and Q's.
Okay, Good selection.
Yeah.
Akeem's hands are going up in the air, so he's loving your selection. Now, we've talked about the issues and the problems you've had with your mum, and I want to focus on dating. And I suppose I can relate to you with this, where it's a problem at times when you subscribe to lots of dating agencies and nothing comes through. What's your experiences been like with dating?
Oh, man. Very, 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 very difficult, because I'm already on a losing battle.
Why are you on a losing battle?
Because
you're supposed to win. Well, not win. You've got to. It's about securing the date, isn't it?
Yeah, but
it's not a game. But
you must know what it's like, Ed, from personal experience. You go out, right? You're all dressed up. Mm-hmm. You're all dressed and you're all nice.
Yeah.
And you're trying to make an impression. You're thinking.
You put your best aftershave
on. You're dressing up nice, and you're thinking you're talking away here, and she's not buying any of it.
No.
She's just looking at you like, I'm really not interested, but I'm going to be polite to him so I can get this conversation on.
Expects you to pay for the bill.
Yep, expects you to pay for the drinks.
Which is exactly. I mean, so where do you go to try and find your perfect love?
Well, I just do what everybody else does. I just go out, go to pubs, go to bars, go to clubs. I just try to be a normal human being, go onto every dating website as possible and just try to find them.
And I used to have the confidence if I was walking along a street or if I was at a supermarket and if I found someone attractive, I would introduce myself to them. That was like in my kind of early 20s.
Ed, you're better than me, because I can't even do that. I'm too shy. I walk out in the street and I look and I'm like, she's nice, but I'm like, I don't have the confidence to talk to them.
Why? What holds you back?
Because of my cerebral palsy. Because I feel they're just going to shy me away. Because of everything that's going on, they're not gonna want to talk to me.
Have you ever tried?
Yeah, I've tried. Trust me, I've tried, and it's like I'm too scared.
how can you challenge yourself or to get that scaredness out of you to say walk down Dunstable High Street, and if you see someone that you find attractive and you think, oh, let me take you out for a coffee, how would you be able to do that?
I think I've just got to put Nathan the rapper mode on. I've just got to go in that music mode. I've just got to be. That's the only way I can sort of,
What is Nathan the rapper? Because we're going to talk about your music in just a minute. But what is Nathan like in rapping mode? What is that?
I'm confident.
Okay.
I'm very. The person who I want to be comes out.
Yeah.
The more self-assured, beaming smile. I don't mention any of my problems. I'm more calm and relaxed, so I'm more willing to talk.
So being a rapper, so in a sense, it's like the alter ego helps you.
Yeah.
So the Undateables, you applied. Did you ever appear on?
No,
that? You
I
didn't. So
didn't
you
get on. Didn't get on.
And why was that? Why?
I have no idea. I applied for the Undateables. I applied for first dates. I applied for everything you can think of. Nothing.
And did you ever challenge the producers? I mean, did you
Yes,
send an
I
email and
did.
say, listen, I want to be on this show.
Yep.
Why haven't you allowed me to be
Yep.
on this program?
Yes, I did. I challenged them. I said, come on. I'm desperate. I really want to go on here. And it was fighting with them, but they just said no.
Yeah.
I used to watch Undateables every week to try and... But lucky enough, I've got family and friends. They try to tell me not go on it because you're better than that. You don't need to.
Yeah, but I mean, if I was in your position, I would have challenged them and said, "Listen, it's a dating show. I want to go on there. I want to appear on it. You want to set up a dating agency,
Yep.
and have you? What's the process? Have you done it, or are you in the process of doing it?
I'm in the process of doing it, and it will be open for everyone.
Okay.
Because everybody has problems. Because I know these dating websites, they charge a bomb. It's ridiculous. So I've
Nathan,
decided.
trust me,
Yeah.
I know. I've probably spent best part of 6 months on subscribing, and at the end, I'm thinking, am I going to pay like £80? So that's the thing. It's down to cost, isn't it? As well.
Yeah. So I just decided. At first, it was going to be more restricted for disabled people.
Yeah.
But I sat down and I thought, everybody has problems. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna do a dating website for people that just you pay a certain price and it's for absolutely everything.
So one price is all inclusive.
Yeah, one price for all inclusive, and you can just take it from there. And it's in the process of making it, and we're just trying to iron a few things out. And
And how much are you going to charge?
I'm saying a pound.
A pound.
Yeah. A pound, I'm saying.
Okay, that is cheap.
Yeah, that is
I'm
cheap.
smiling. I'm thinking, okay,
that is-
you probably will have the cheapest dating site on the planet.
Yeah.
But a pound, how are you going to be able to recoup in terms
I'm
of...
not looking for profit.
Okay.
I'm not looking for profit. I just want everybody to be happy.
Wow, for a pound.
Yeah, for a pound.
That's successful.
Yeah.
That's successful.
There's no price on finding the love of your life.
That could be your tag.
Yeah.
If you forget that, listen back on the iPlayer and put that on the website.
There should be no price on love, Ed. There should be no price on love. So don't be going on those dating websites paying those unridiculous prices.
Yeah. Your book. Tell me more about your book. I'm looking at your book now, and so it's Take Me Seriously.
Yep.
That's the title of it. And,
Written by Carrie Marie Brinklow.
Okay.
Yeah.
What inspired you to write the book?
Disabled people need a platform to go out there and prove that they can be themselves, and they don't have to be somebody else, or there's going to be barriers for them. And I'm just opening the door so they can do what they want to do. And I'm just getting rid of those pecking orders, and I'm just shutting those doors, and I'm just opening those doors, Ed.
Did this give you the opportunity to kind of open up and to talk about not just about your relationships, but talk about your family life as well, and everything that happened in the past?
Yeah. With this book has now given me the platform to do things like this, because before nobody wanted to know, nobody wanted to talk to me about these issues or these things, and I was getting shut down from every single place you can think of. So now from this book, I'm given the opportunity to help people by, spreading the message that you can be who you want to be, and it's not that you can, it's not that you can't. you will and you can.
How can we tell, say, to tell more people about that? Because it seems that we live in a society where people think that they can't achieve and they can't excel. And, you know, I'm listening to you and you're full of confidence, and it's like, it's good that you're out there to champion that cause, but not a lot of people get it.
I understand there's a lot of struggle and there will be a lot of difficult days, and it's very hard and it will be difficult, but you need to keep believing.
Yeah.
You need to keep just digging deep and digging down and thinking, I will do this. Just do whatever you can to push that message on.
Yeah. And so you've wrote the book.
Yep.
Excuse me. And also you make music, you present on the radio. I mean,
yep.
Does your illness ever hold you back?
No, I'm not going to let it hold me back. Yes, I have difficult days, and there's days where, you know, I can't get out of bed and I could barely move, and I get really down, but no, it doesn't.
It's amazing. It is amazing. So for 2017, you don't have to tell me your New Year's resolutions, but, you know, I want to find out. You've got to tell me what's your New is part of your New Year's resolution to find the love of your life?
No, Ed, it's to make sure everybody else is happy.
It's inspiring to hear this, because I come from similar kind of, you know, line background as you in terms of trying to make everyone happy.
Yep.
And sometimes it's difficult because, you know, sometimes not everyone is happy, and you try and think of a way to make them happy. And it's so great and reassuring. I'm not sounding patronising at all. It's, you know, they do come across people, they're like, they're a bit gloomy, they're a bit grumpy. But we need more people like you out there. We do.
Ed, you only have one life, and when you leave it, you can't take anything with you. So you just got to go out there and you just got to live it, because you only live once. So just enjoy yourself and do whatever it takes to make yourself happy, because it only happens once.
Nathan, thank you very much for your time. Listen, great to speak to you, and please keep us in the loop on what you're up to. And hopefully, you never know, I might join that website. Thank you, Nathan Edwards there. What a great guy, and great to speak to someone who just is so positive about life. That's what it's all about. You're doing the limbo, it's probably not a good thing. BBC Three Counties Radio, it's the Edward Adoo Show, and let's speak to Karen, who is in Bletchley. Hello, Karen.
Good evening. Hi.
Good evening, how you doing? Happy New Year.
Oh, so bad. And Happy New Year to you too. I hope it's a good one, better than last one.
This hopefully, got my fingers crossed. I've kind of broken a few New Year's resolutions, but I'm hoping to probably eat less fast food and eat less chocolate and jelly babies, but I've already kind of broken like one or two of those, so...
My only one was to give up chocolate. My only one. So you and me both. Andy, I have broken it, and I've renamed the first day of the year, in actual fact, has actually started yesterday again. So I always have a second chance.
The second...
Have another figure, like a trial period, I think.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to start that from tomorrow. And if I don't do it, I'll be calling you back next week saying, Karen, what am I doing? What am I doing? Karen, what were you up to this evening? Did you listen to the interview with Nathan?
Definitely. What an amazing guy.
Great guy.
And I never know where to... I did send a Twitter. I'm never too sure how to use that thing. And I wondered if throughout his life, his biggest disability was his physical disability or his family. Because at least the mum... What a horrible way to be. I mean, you've got to think this over in the head that somebody could be like that with their own child.
Yeah, I think, you know, when he told me that, and it just made me think about the relationship that I have with my mum. And my mum would never do that. You know, my mum is very supportive in everything that I do. And if I do something wrong, boy, she will tell me about it, and she will tell me to sort myself out. But you know, for Nathan's mum just to not even regard the fact of what he's suffering from or what's going on in his life, it just makes you think, what planet is she on? What is she doing? But most importantly, for him to actually excel and to come out the other side and to do what he's doing now, that's remarkable.
It is. I think most often it's one way or the other, that they will go completely down, and I hate to say, maybe go the suicidal rate when the family is so much against them, particularly even before disability, or say, hold on a minute, this is not real life. I'm going to make something of myself, and my mum's not the normal sort of person, and go for it. And all the best to anybody who does that, but I hope most could do that. So he's definitely done it. And I don't think didn't he say much about like £7 charge or something like that? He's not thinking about money. He's just thinking about people being happy.
Yeah, he wants everyone to be happy. Karen, may I ask, have you had, or do you know anyone who's had any similar experiences to what Nathan mentioned earlier on this evening? Please don't have to mention any names, by the way. I
have, because I'm a psychologist, so I have spoken to many people like that over 25 years. I can't really discuss. I'm ever so sorry about this. It'll increase my job reputation up if I.
Yeah. No, listen, don't have to, please.
I'm trying to say more generalised. I'm trying to think how I could say it more generalised.
You don't have to apologise, seriously. It's if we don't talk about these things, then, things will never change, and it's great to be talking to you about it, and also for Nathan to come on earlier on. That's what it's all about. So what you've experienced, or the people that you work with, how do you manage to, what's the word I'm trying to, what am I trying to say? How do you manage to get your clients, or the people that you're working with, to kind of resolve their problems and going forward make things better and life better for themselves? Well,
firstly, one of the main things is a lot of people don't know what's normal, what normal people would do. I mean, a lot of people may think that a mother would be like that up to a certain age.
Yeah.
So it's really trying to show them what a normal life is, what people would normally do, or do it as a generalisation, not like your mum should do this and she should do that, but normally people are like this, politeness, the way that one should be treated respectfully, and so on and so forth. So that, because often they can blame themselves, they think it's their own fault, and this could go on for into the 20s and 30s if a parent is not particularly nice to them. So that they have to realise who's actually at fault. And then that really, that takes a lot of work, because thoughts are instilled in the mind from a young age, and if a person is particularly pessimistic or has had such a bad time that everything seems really bad, all that will continue. That breaking up is the biggest part. But once that is sorted out and they know what is right and wrong and how he should have been or she should have been treated, then to pull out their best parts about themselves. Now, they've already probably got a very open mind and very, very thoughtful to other people. That is so often the case. But then go from to pick out their good bits and make something of those good bits. It doesn't have to involve loads of, money. It doesn't have to be a job to earn loads of money. But so long as that they can survive, to put out the best bits and make the most of those, which I think this guy Nathan has done.
Yeah,
that's a very important part of doing it. But I'm talking about people on the whole, not necessarily disabled. But always to find out the best parts of each person. And they don't have to be, the fastest runner or racing car driver in the world, or the best looking model. I shouldn't. But
no, I hear what you're saying. I totally hear what you're saying. It's about love and support, isn't it? It's about, if you're getting love and support from the home, from your relatives, if they're supporting you, that helps.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the best thing. If you don't have the support of your family, or even a part of your family, then that's it. You will end up feeling by yourself, no matter whatever situation or whatever circumstance it is, and that's the worst part.
Karen, thank you very much there, and listen, thank you very much for the call, and hopefully we'll speak to you next time. It's great for Karen to call and to share her experiences and what she does with her job there. It's BBC Three Counties Radio. It's the Edward Adoo Show. BBC Introducing coming up, but I want to